Learning English.
So, picture this. You're sitting on the couch, right? Watching your best friend wrestle with, like, a brand new espresso machine.
Oh, no. I know where this is going.
Yeah, they're packing the coffee grounds way too tightly. You just know the next pull is going to spray bitter espresso everywhere.
It's a total disaster waiting to happen.
Exactly. But you freeze, caught in that split-second decision. Do you step in and, risk sounding like a know-it-all barista?
Or do you just stay quiet and let them drink terrible coffee?
Right. Finding that delicate linguistic middle ground between silence and bossiness is, well, it's a really hard social tightrope to walk.
It really is. Welcome back to Radio Ikawa Quick Recap by Noelia. Today we're looking at Lesson 44. Our topic is Speaking Patterns, Advice, Gentle Advice 1.
Our mission today is mastering the art of the soft suggestion. We're learning how to gently nudge someone without sounding like you're giving orders.
Here's the key sentence.
It might be a good idea to go to the gym or do some light exercise.
That's a great example.
One more time.
It might be a good idea to go to the gym or do some light exercise.
This construction creates a fascinating psychological distance. Instead of saying, you should exercise, which immediately puts someone on the defensive.
Right, nobody likes hearing that.
Exactly. You're framing the action as an objective concept, just like floating in the air.
Yeah, the modal verb might is doing all the heavy lifting there. It introduces probability rather than obligation.
But, I have to push back a bit here. Doesn't using might make you sound a little passive-aggressive? Or, like, unsure of yourself?
That is a really common concern. But it's not about being timid. It's about preserving autonomy. When you say, it might be a good idea, you are deliberately living the final decision up to them.
So it's an illusion of choice, essentially. You point them toward the door, but you refuse to push them through it.
Precisely. It signals respect for their boundaries while still delivering the necessary info.
Makes sense.
Here's the first phrase.
This room feels very stuffy. You might want to open a window.
So useful for shared spaces.
One more time.
This room feels very stuffy. You might want to open a window.
This pattern, you might want to, acts as the ultimate social lubricant, especially when you're navigating shared physical spaces.
Definitely. Because stating the room feels stuffy is just an observation.
Right, but following it up with open a window as a direct command.
You'd instantly sound like a dictator.
Exactly. By saying you might want to, you're framing the solution as a benefit to them, not just a demand from you.
It completely diffuses the tension.
Sure.
But couldn't someone just say, no, I don't want to?
Technically, yes, which is why it works so well. The presence of that refusal option makes compliance feel voluntary.
You're letting them take ownership of the solution.
Yeah, it prevents that stubborn reflex we all get when someone tells us what to do.
Here's another.
The project is going downhill fast. It might be worth trying a new approach.
Ooh, high stakes.
One more time.
The project is going downhill fast. It might be worth trying a new approach.
This completely shifts the stakes from a minor inconvenience to, like, a professional crisis.
It does. And notice how it might be worth trying differs fundamentally from our previous examples.
Yeah, it moves away from personal desire to an objective measurement of value.
That distinction is crucial. When a project is, going downhill, deteriorating quickly, pointing fingers usually just triggers panic.
I see. So by focusing on whether a new approach is worth the effort, you depersonalize the failure.
Exactly. You unite the team around analyzing a potential solution rather than dwelling on the sinking ship.
It's a brilliant way to pivot a stressful situation into a collaborative brainstorming session.
Here's today's scene.
Picture two roommates hanging out in a cramped kitchen. One of them is taste testing a simmering pot of homemade pasta sauce and nervously realizing it's missing something essential.
Here they go.
Hey, can you taste test this pasta sauce for me?
Sure. Does it taste a bit bland to you? It might be a good idea to add more garlic.
Yeah, I was worried it didn't have enough punch.
Just a little bit more. And maybe a pinch of salt, too.
This exchange perfectly captures how to navigate the absolute minefield of criticizing someone's cooking.
It really is a minefield. But the magic here happens before the advice is even given.
You mean phrasing the critique as a shared question first?
Yes. Asking, does it taste a bit bland to you? Recruits the cook as a co-investigator.
Instead of a target of criticism, that completely disarms them.
Right. It makes a follow-up suggestion to add garlic feel like a collaborative fix.
Not a culinary insult. You're preserving their dignity while still making sure dinner is actually edible.
It just goes to show how softening your advice isn't about hiding the truth, but packaging it so it can be swallowed comfortably.
Noelia has prepared 20 practical phrases for this lesson.
I highly recommend checking out the pattern practice and original dialogue sections on the blog.
Definitely. Reading about linguistic diplomacy is one thing, but practicing until it becomes a reflex is how you actually master it.
The link is in the description.
But before we go, it leaves you wondering, if we constantly soften our language to preserve harmony, are there moments where this polite distance actually prevents us from delivering the hard truths people really need to hear?
Something to think about next time you bite your tongue. Thanks for listening.